Imagine a tiny canal that controls the whole global trade. Yes, it's Panama Canal. 50-mile wonder where ships zip through in every single day, saving billions in dollars. But here's the catch. Donald Trump shouting in 2025, America should take it back.
It was given away by the Carter administration for $1, but that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Why? It's because of the power struggles, old ones, new ones, wild ones, or maybe this is the last tenure where he wants to make something which can happen, which have its own his name. Let's dig down this epic story, see the ships, see the revolts, see the routes, and the big fights. Yes, the Panama Canal, a wild tale of power, ships, and Trump's big fight. Let's rewind to 1904. US wants a shortcut between two oceans. Sailing from South America takes forever. It's around 8,000 extra miles. Therefore, they grab Panama, fresh off splitting from Colombia in 1903 with US help. But here's the twist: Panama doesn't get the canal, the US does. It's locking down a 10-mile zone for $10 million. That's the power move. But it was brutal. Workers, around 25,000 of them, fought mud, bugs, and explosions. It cost 500 million. If I value that 500 million for now, it's around 15 billion today. Then on August 15, 1914, the first ship sailed through SS Ancon. It took it 10 hours instead of months. Amazing. But Panama is like, hey, that's ours. Therefore, the tension starts brewing. By 1970, 15,523 ships crossed yearly. Huge power for America. Panama is stuck watching, feeling powerless. That sets the stage for a big clash. January 9, 1964. Picture this: a Panamanian kid, high scholars, march into the US zone and they got their flag, red, white, and blue. They want it up next with the American flag. Fair, right? But US troops tear it down. Therefore, all hell breaks loose. Crowds rush in, thousands shot fire, smoke rises. By the end, 21 Panamanians and 3 Americans were dead. And it is called as Martyrs' Day now. Panama says enough and cut ties with the US. But here's the context. That wasn't just a riot, it was a power cry. Give us our canal. Fast forward to 1977, Jimmy Carter and Panama's Omar Torrijos signs a deal called the Torrijos-Carter Treaties. They say canal is yours by 1999. Therefore, on December 31st, 1999, Panama takes over peacefully. The power shifts. Only one flag flies there, Panama's. But that's not the end of the fight. Okay, so let's understand how this canal actually works. It's actually wild. Tips rolls in, locks them up 85 feet above the lake, and it goes down. It's done in entirely in 10 hours. It is actually cool. It's like a power machine. Take the icon of the seas, huge cruise ships, gates actually shut, water pours in. 52 million gallons of water pours in every gate. And there she goes, 3 times, guided by tugboats and the traffic lights. Yes, it's just like a road. In 2016, bigger locks were opened so that the bigger ships can go through. Therefore, more power, more money, and more trade. But droughts hit hard. In 2023, the water level dropped. Transits fall from 36 ships a day to 24 ships a day. Ships wait, paying 4 million to skip ahead. And Panama is fighting back. It has pledged to invest around 8.5 billion plan on green initiatives such as rain tanks, green boats. Yes, it's power at stake and they have to fix it. Money, money, money. Yes, in 2024, 11,240 ships crossed. It's around even ships a day. One ship has a capacity of around 5,000 TEU. TEU stands for like 20-foot equivalent unit. So if I do the math, it is cost a ship to cross around $406,000. One ship. So if you do the whole numbers, it's around $3.38 billion for Panama in a year. And if all those ships in a year goes from South America and comes back to US, it costs them 9.4 billion. So you can do the maths 9.4 billion or 3.38 billion. Back in 1914, around 100 ships crossed in 5 months. 2022, 14,200 every year. 2023, there was a drought. The number came down to 10,500. Problem is, Trump steps in. In his inaugural speech, he says, "We are taking it back."
including the Panama Canal, which has foolishly been given to the country of Panama after the United States. The United States, I mean, think of this, spent more money than ever spent on a project before and lost 38,000 lives in the building of the Panama Canal. We have been treated very badly from this foolish gift that should have never been made, and Panama's promise to us has been broken. The purpose of our deal and the spirit of our treaty has been totally violated. American ships are being severely overcharged and not treated fairly in any way, shape, or form, and that includes the United States Navy. And above all, China is operating the Panama Canal, and we didn't give it to China, we gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Question comes is why? Because China runs the Panama and it rips off US ships. But that's wrong. Panama's ACP runs it, not China. There are Chinese ports nearby which just got sold to BlackRock for $22 billion in March 2025, just now.
Milestone and a real opportunity. Unfortunately, the far left and the far right didn't mention that we bought 44 ports. They mentioned we bought 2. And so the total consideration, I would say the 2 ports in Panama represent about 4% of the total consideration value of that transaction.
And the tolls are fair for all. Trump is actually flexing power, America's first, riding is in US and China tensions. But real example, Rubio 2025 has a Panama trip and warns of mayors. Treaty says no. Panama got power now. Panama Canal is actually a power saga. From SS Ancon, the first ship that made a trip from Panama Canal in 1964, and from the ships that are running now, saving billions today. It's actually, this is marvelous and it's epic. But Trump's fight, it's like a latest power grab. But Panama is still holding tight with 8.5 billion initiatives on green plans so that the water can be conserved and the canal can run smoothly. The question comes is who should have it? Tell me below, hit the like and subscribe button, and join my Wavy World community for more cool stories like this. Thank you for watching this. See ya.